to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Houston Cougars and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Russell. Makes the grab. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Keeps it in. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble. About to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Throwing, say it, right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Over the middle, it's Williams.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Sayin unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Oh, they're after him. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Snags it, and he's open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Houston wants to play fast. They'll run it. It's Woods. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Taylor has it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the 1st quarter.
Ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Start on the ground with Brown. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's caught by Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the big fullback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. He gets away. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the short tackle to turn it over on downs?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The run inside. It's Taylor. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The sure hands. It's Clark. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. On the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Goes to the option. Keeps it on the option. The pitch. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Houston! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes down the right side. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Together a productive drive late in the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here comes the option. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Houston going up tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. The option look. Quarterback keep. Leaves it with the back. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your...
About to kick off to get things underway. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's Levitt. Makes a catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Here's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense,
just keeps moving. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now.
Got it!
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Woods. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Taylor. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Now the pitch. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Dropping back, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
First down for the offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Thomas. Got enough for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The big fullback's got it. And he got 5 yards on the play, second. Coming.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Thomas. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Oregon 14, Houston 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dixon. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run the option. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dixon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Trying to run, it's Thomas. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Number 0, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dixon. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Cougars in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And they'll take over.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. Got enough for the first.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
There's some room.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back-to-back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Ducks are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Beck's going for the goal line.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Running inside, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A strike downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us as the season. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Newsome. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive, you're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe a crease. The 40, the 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy
bounces over the top. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. Pulls it on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Cal. on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. About to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Throwing Russell. Finds the tight end. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Hudson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle.
Keelan Russell. Fires to the tight end. Runs through another one. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Russell. Now improvising. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Motion from the wideout. On the option. The keeper on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And on second down for this offense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there.
Got a little grass. The 20. He's at the touchdown Cougar. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Finds his man, it's Hudson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keelan Russell. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Caught! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Again, it's Russell. Picked off to stop the threat. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The give is to Taylor. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. He'll pitch it. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Newsome. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Throwing Russell. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
On the option. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. With the catch, it's Newsome. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
On the play. Brings up second down.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Now the play fake. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Goes to the option. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline.
There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! That one will give them the lead.
And And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Keelan Russell. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught by Williams. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Again, it's Russell. Got his man. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
At the 31. And first down for the offense.
The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Cobb. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cornhuskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Throwing Russell. Back swinging for the goal line. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Russell. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Again, it's Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. makes the catch. It's Newsome. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right back to him on the ground. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it and runs it again. And they're able to make the tackle. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The option, the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida Atlantic Owls.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Handoff to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Houston going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in. It's Fareed. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Offense, quick tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll ride Davis here. Jumped on top of the pile. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside, it's Taylor. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Houston. Great job by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
17,
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Owens.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Anderson. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Complete to Williams over the middle. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
number 0, set to advance on the play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Plows through another broken tackle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Running inside, it's Allen. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Give to the big fullback. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in.
Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. On the move from inside his 5. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Fareed.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. On target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got his man. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.